Good evening. Tonight I'm going to take a look at Delirium Red. And so Delirium makes Tremens and Noel and, gosh, I can't even remember. You know, all the ones with pink elephants. I got super excited when I saw somebody mention or maybe post a picture on like the Beer Label Society about a red ale version of this, because I really like red ales. I like multi beers a lot. So I found it and jumped right on that opportunity. This rings in at 8%, and should be a delightfully malty red Belgian ale. It actually, oh, weird. All right, we'll see how this works out. It says ale brewed and flavored with natural flavors with stevia added. I have opinions about that, but we'll deal with that later. Ouch. My hand has really been hurting me, and opening that bottle sucks a lot. It says 2014 on the cork, and I'm very curious to know what that means. But I do not know what that means. Okay, well, let's see. So my brother had gotten me a bottle of Noel for Christmas, and so there's a review not very far back of that beer on my channel, so go check that out if you're into this style. It's really a great beer, and I think it's only available during the Christmas season, so I definitely recommend it. So here we go. Definitely a red beer. Let's take a smell. Wow, it's like juice. Grape, cherry, almost. I get some Belgian yeast out of this, so it's a little spicy. Some nice malts. It reminds me a lot of a Doppelbock. Oh, you know, interesting. I'm seeing this. I didn't notice it until I was smelling and thinking, wow, this is really fruity, but I'm pretty sure that these are cherries that are on here, hanging from this elephant's ear. So that kind of explains the fruitiness that I am experiencing. Also, the super red color out of this. So it didn't pour heady. Let's drink. Interesting. This reminds me a little bit of a Lambic. It's very sweet, and definitely fruity. It's like a fruit juice, fermented fruit juice, somewhat reminiscent of wine, but not tanniny in that same way. So definitely more like a Lambic. But there's a beer that Ale Industries in Oakland brews that's called, gosh, I want to call it Cherry Kush. It's called something else now. I can't think of it. Maybe it's just Cherry Kush. I can't remember what it's called now. And it's brewed and then fresh cherry juice is added, and it reminds me a lot of that beer. Theirs has a little bit more of like a tea kind of flavor to it, and not like the Belgian spiciness, but very, very similar. So this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a malty red ale, but this is like a fruity juice beer. Interesting, very interesting. It's just like drinking juice, and for 8%, like, it has no burn or alcohol warming to it at all. Very drinkable, nice and fresh, kind of fruity, cherry, grapey. flavor to it. Nice kind of crisp, bitey carbonation. Interesting. A very interesting beer. Probably had I known that this was like a cherry juice, ooh, I'm drooling, like a cherry juice fruity type of beer, I probably would not have bought it. But having accidentally had this journey, it was really good and definitely an interesting drink. So not something I would necessarily pair with pizza, which was my intention for the evening. So now I'm gonna have to drink it before the pizza is cooked. You know, but definitely a nice dessert beer or a light beer that you would drink on a hot day. So I definitely recommend checking it out, but knowing in advance that it's fruity and not really a red ale as such. So there you have it. If this is a beer that you've had, share with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did you know that it was going to be a fruity beer? Or did you get surprised by that as well? Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.